I see Glock people.
Alright, we're at the honor guard here. It is Memorial Day, so how fitting is to put my 6 rounds through my honor guard on Memorial. See how this thing works. Alright, hopefully we got the flinches out of the way. See if we can shoot this for some accuracy. Definitely going to need to move the sights a little bit, so it's shooting a little bit to the left, but pretty decent little group for this little pistol. Hello, 45 Alpha Charlie Papa channel, and today we're going to take a look at the honor guard. Yes, as you can see by the beginning of this video, I finally was able to go out and shoot this pistol. I've been waiting for this day for a while. Bought this end of January, it's now the end of May. I finally got the slide back from honor guard for the voluntary upgrade. I finally got the rear sight taken care of. I was able to go out and shoot it, and it shoots really, really nice. I'm very happy with it. I do make some adjustments to the sight, but that's not a big deal. I think it's going to be a pretty good gun for me. Now, if you've been watching the channel, I've been doing a series on this as to can they fix it and how long. So yes, it took about 4 months for the whole process. Part of that was when I filed it, they didn't have the parts for the upgrade yet. And then when they finally got parts in for the upgrade, the first batch, it wasn't right. So they sent that batch back and everything kind of got delayed from there. It took about 2 weeks. I sent once I got my mailing label, I sent this in, or sent the slide in, they sent it back. Like I said, it took about two and a half weeks to get the upgrade done. But that's fine. I work in a heavy industrial shop, and if I were to carry this at work, or when I carry this at work, I probably will at some point. I wanted that extra safety of the voluntary upgrade. Now, I have not been able to ever get this one to go off unintentionally. There are guys on YouTube hitting the back of these with a hammer, hitting them hard enough that they are setting the trigger off, releasing the firing pin and shooting without the voluntary upgrade. I guess there's some out there that have had the upgrade done and they're saying that they've had some issues, but you know, if you're having issues, contact honor guard. They really want to make it right. I think you know, they want to fix the issue for you. But this one hasn't exhibited any of those traits. I did take a mallet to the back of this, I will admit, but I could never get it to release the firing pin. I could never get it fire without actually pulling the trigger. So let's take a look at Honor Guard as a whole. It's a veteran-owned company. It is an American company. It is they use only American parts, only source from American companies that do not source overseas. The box is made in America. The instructions are made in America. The only thing that comes in the box that's not made in America, and that is the little lock that they put in there. And they actually put a card in there saying, sorry, it's made in China. But evidently there's nobody here in America that can make a inexpensive gun lock. So, you know, that's, but for the rest of it, it's all made here in the United States. It's made by veterans. When they developed this gun a few years ago, they got with industry professionals. They got with ex-military, they got with police, they got with security guards, they got with trainers, as what they wanted in a compact, carryable pistol. And this is kind of what they came up with. It's got a lot of different features you see on some other guns. And it's got some features on it that, some upgrades on it that you don't see from other guns from the factory. It's something you would see if somebody had done later. So let's go over the pistol. It's shot like a dream at the range. Gonna have to adjust the sights. The sights were a little bit off, but they did fix them for me, so I'm not complaining there. I did get them drifted, so next time I get it out, we'll see if it's more on target. It was shooting to the left a little bit, but really nice pistol. We are empty. A lot of the things that they've done with this, it comes with an 8-round mag and a 7-round magazine. The 8-round mag gives me plenty of purchase here to get my pinky on. It is a little bit of a different animal to shoot with the 7-rounder because my pinky doesn't quite fit. It kind of hangs off. A little bit different recoil impulse because you have that little bit less stability with your finger, but still very, very shootable. One of the other things that they did with this, it's got a target crown on it. I don't know if you can see that very well, but they target crown the barrel. That is something you'd see as an upgrade in other pistols. It does have ambidextrous slide hold open here on both sides. And they're metal. It's got a metal trigger, which would be an upgrade on a lot of polymer pistols. You do have a metal ambidextrous magazine release. Again, metal, ambidextrous, works really well. I find it very easy to manipulate the magazines out. The magazines do drop free. As for the trigger, it is a self-defense pistol. I am not necessarily a trigger snob. It is not heavy, but there is some creep in there. If I go real slow, I can feel creep. I can feel some grit. Some of that grit will come out of it as I shoot it. I've only put right around, it was probably about 35 rounds through it today. But, you know, just a little squeeze of the trigger. I mean, it's consistent. In a self-defense situation, it is more than adequate. It does have a little bit of a long travel. The reset on it, let's go ahead and fire it, reset it. You've got a long reset. It's almost all the way back forward before it resets, before you can pull it again. So it's got a little bit long reset, but I don't mind that in a carry pistol. In fact, that little bit of heavier, for me, you know, when the adrenaline jump, I'm not going to notice it. In fact, when I was out shooting it today, I really didn't notice the trigger being good or bad. It was a decent trigger. I had one instance there where I didn't reset it all the way forward. I mean, that's probably about the only time I noticed anything with the trigger while shooting it. I did have one hiccup, as you saw in the video at the beginning of this video. Second round through this, light striked. But everything after that, no problems, no issues. So, you know, just new gun, got to get work the kinks out, I guess. Also, you notice here the sights are also metal. They're not plastic. Now, they're not fully adjustable. They're adjustable for windage. That's about it. You do have a nice little square shelf here, so if you needed to rack it up along a pant pocket or a belt buckle, you can. So it's a really nice and handy pistol. Very easy to clean. Basically rack it all the way back, drop the magazine, flip the lever, and it comes apart. That's simple. Another upgrade that you would normally put in another pistol that you'd find in this, stainless steel guide rod and spring. It's a dual recoil or dual spring spring, and then you've got your barrel. This is the piece here that they did the voluntary recall on. It's just a little bit taller than it was before. When putting this together, putting things back together on this, if you notice there's kind of a cutout here, that needs to be on the sides. Otherwise it will not go back in. Taking a key from the SIG, the new SIG, this is a modular system too. So by pulling this out, get it all the way, there we go. Just got to get to the right spot so it comes out. That's the gun. That is the serial number part of the gun. Honor Defense sells different color frames. They carry what they call the fist frame that extends out past the slide so that you can push it up against something and it'll still work. It won't slide out of battery. But this is the firearm here, which gives them a lot of versatility over the years. They can replace grip frames. You can do different colors. I'm sure they'll probably come out with different sizes. They do have a long slide, which has got a little bit longer dust cover here, or you can put the long slide on with this. Like I said, they've got the fist frame, but there is your firearm, and it's very easy to access. Let's go ahead and get, they do have a couple of tabs on here for if this gun had a safety on it. Get these tabs back in. Alright, so you got to be careful of these little plastic pieces here. Those are just the covers if this had a safety on it. This one does not have the safety. A majority of them don't, but they do make, you can't upgrade this to put a safety on it, or they do make it where you can just buy it outright. But to put it back together is pretty simple. Put these little clips here into the back of the frame. Trigger's got to go forward just a little bit. And you take your takedown lever, get it started in there. There we go. Once you get it in there, that all the way in. Snap back in there. Snap back in this time. Make sure it's down. Slide it up, flip your lever back, and he's ready to go. Now, the one thing that I've noticed on this is that this is more of a slide hold open tab. It is not necessarily a slide release. It is very, very tough to pull that down, very similar to my Rugers. So it's more of a slide hold open than a slide release. You gotta kind of slingshot it to chamber the round. You can maybe learn, it's just kind of really small, it's slick, very flush to the frame. It just doesn't allow you any kind of purchase on there to really get into it and release the slide. But I use the slingshot method anyway, so that's not a big deal. But it's a nice little pistol. I am really happy with it. I think I'll be more happy with it the more I shoot it. It's got a very ergonomic grip. I do like the sights on it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got 3-dot sights, white in the back, orange up front. Kind of gives you an idea of how easy it is to sight. How nice the sight picture is. Real quick to require. Again, feels really, really good in the hand. This basket weave type texturing they've got on here is aggressive, but not too aggressive. I mean, it's really solid. I don't really need any grip tape or anything on it. It's there, and it extends up past here. So when my finger is up off the trigger, I still have some tactile and some texture there to hold my finger up against. But this is 45 Alpha Charlie Papa, and this is my first impressions of the Honor Guard by Honor Defense. I think I'm really going to like this pistol. It shot very well for me today, other than not being sighted in, and I was just able to kind of sneak out to the range today. I was not planning on going to the range. Didn't figure they'd be open for Memorial Day, but they were. So I went ahead and snuck out and got a few rounds through this so we can do this review. This is 45 Alpha Charlie Papa channel. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'm out.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.